Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Charles, and you're watching Save Our Children TV back at it for a new video. Before we get into our video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn the post notifications on so you can be notified every single time I drop a new video on this platform. Now, our first story is not going to have news video, but it is out of the UK, so the UK is going to take an Mother heartbreaking. Mother heartbreaking final words to her baby daughter after dropping her off at a nursery where she died. So I'm on independent. This is let me see. It's the baby picture right there. You can see. The heartbreaking final words a mother said to her baby daughter as she dropped her off at the nursery where she died having been revealed in court. 9-month-old Geneva Maheen died after she was strapped face down to a beanbag on the afternoon of May 9th, 2022 at Tiny Toes Nursery in Shadow, Harlem, Stockport, Heard. She was found unresponsive and below by Kate Ruffley, 37, who was accused of manslaughter by ill treatment of the baby girl. The defendant is said to have placed the youngster face down, tightly swaddled and fastened in a beanbag with a harness for more than 90 minutes. Staff then Staff and then the paramedics attempted to revive Geneva, known affectionately to her family as Gigi, but her condition was irreversible and she was pronounced dead later that day in a hospital. On Thursday, jurors at Manchester Crown Court will read a number of witness statements from Geneva's mother, Katie Weller. She said Geneva was bright, alert, and her never mischievous self. On the morning of her death, before her partner John Mahoney drove them to Tiny Toes with their daughter wearing a blue t-shirt with the words, Paris is the best district in Paris. As her partner waited in the car, Miss Willer dropped off her daughter inside and told her, I love you, sweetie. In his statement, Mr. Mahoney said he received a phone call from Miss Willer just hours later at 3:15 p.m. on May 9th as he was heading to collect Geneva's older sister from school. He said Katie told him that she had a phone call from the nursery and Geneva had been found unresponsive and blue and an ambulance was on her way to the hospital. He was on his way to the nursery, my fault. He said he was waiting outside A&E at Stepping Hill Hospital in Stockport when the ambulance arrived. A paramedic opened the doors of the ambulance and I could see CPR was being conducted on Geneva. He said doctors and nurses attempted to revive Geneva, but she was pronounced dead at 4:09 p.m., the court was told. Miss Willer explained she and Mr. Mahoney wanted to send the daughter to another nursery, but it was full and eventually decided on Tiny Toes, following positive comments from other parents. Ahead of an enrollment at the nursery in April, she said she spoke to a man named Jonathan who introduced himself as the manager. She said I explained it was an anxious person, asked a number of questions about safety, and was reassured by Jonathan that all staff had regular first aid training. Miss Willis sought further reassurance when Geneva attended a settling-in session, although sleeping arrangements were not discussed. She said, "I wanted to know that Gigi was being cared for and safety in the nursery was paramount. I was given, I was again told that all staff had regular first aid training." A week later, she said the couple was surprised when the nursery told them their daughter had slept for 90 minutes after she was put down in a cot. She said her daughter had previously struggled to sleep, and they had adopted a shift system in her early months of life. John and I were observed about safe sleep practice. She said I would always be anxious about the safety of my children and wanted to make sure I was doing everything I would to keep them safe. Youngster spent time in hospital in late April after she was diagnosed with bronchitis, bronchiolitis, a common condition in infants, and returned to the nursery for a full day session on the 5th and 6th of May, the court heard. Miss Willis said her daughter then enjoyed the best weekend of her life. She said she spent lots of time playing on her toy mat and she was able to support herself while standing and was also moving around on the floor. With a great determination and speed, babbling as she lay to and saying, Dada, Dada, she tried on her holiday sunglasses and swam across. Gigi was not just a baby, she was a person with her likes and dislikes, her interests and her passions, her loves and frustrations. She was a complete person. Owing to her beautiful French name, she adopted a French persona in our house and was often voiced by me with a French accent. We used to joke that it would be very strange when she started talking properly and would not actually speak French. Miss Willa had no concerns for her daughter's health over the weekend, she said. Opening, opening the case earlier this week. Opening the case earlier this week, Prosecutor Peter Wright Casey told jurors that strapping a child to a beanbag on the front was an obvious receipt for disaster and led to the death of the youngster from a combination of asphyxia and pathophysiological stress. The defendant, a deputy manager at the nursery, was said to be in charge of sleeping arrangements on May 9th, rough ruling of Hayton Stockport denies manslaughter and an alternative count of child cruelty. But I think it's this. The mother previously had concerns about allowing her child to the state. We do this all the time in America. And the thing is this. I would definitely do a thorough background on a place before I enroll my child into it. Even if someone say this place is okay, they do this right, there's no concerns, I will still do my homework because you just never know what they're really about. And a lot of places change over the time. They don't stay the same. It changes over the time. But to recklessly put this child in a type of position where you know she have medical condition and another parents have told you she have medical condition and you still put that child in an angle in a way that she couldn't breathe. She ultimately lost her life. So this was negligence. Butterbuck Air responsible for this. RIP to baby Gigi and the rest of her family. Gonna move on to our next story.
Mom, you don't hear my niece? Tell her what you want, boo. You gotta listen to what she's saying. It's important. I feel better now. I feel better now. She feel better now. All right.
I'm on your say today. Texas is gonna take it in. Father and aunt waited hours to call 911 for a 2-year-old who ingested fentanyl and later died. Father and aunt waited hours to call 911 for a 2-year-old who ingested fentanyl, later died, warrant shows. The father and aunt of a 2-year-old girl from Mansfield, Texas, are facing criminal charges for allegedly waiting 2 hours to call 911 after the toddler ingested fentanyl-laced pills, court records show. Nevaeh Michelle Reed's official cause of death is still pending, but her father, Michael Ray Reed, and Aunt Jamie Nicole Popovic have been charged, according to an arrest warrant obtained by USA Today. Reed is charged with knowingly causing serious injury to a child, which is a first-degree felony, and Popovic was indicted on first-degree felony child endangerment and abandonment charges. The warrant shows Reed delayed contacting authorities after learning of Nevaeh's condition, discouraged others in the apartment, including Private, from calling 911. Prosecutors allege Reed also tried to get naloxone, a drug used to reverse an overdose, delivered by DoorDash. USA Today cannot reach Reed's or Private's attorney Wednesday morning. Nevaeh Michelle Reed, who was described as a vibrant soul in an obituary posted on the website of the Golden Gate Funeral Home in Dallas, died on February the 28th, 10 days after authorities were called to her father's apartment. She was a sweet, outgoing little girl. Stephanie Wallace told USA Today about her daughter Nevaeh. She loved to be the center of attention, and she loved to make others smile. There was never a dull moment with her. She was the goofiest baby I knew. She knew exactly how to make someone's day. Mansfield police and paramedics went to the apartment after receiving a call at 10:17 p.m. on February 18th about an unresponsive 2-year-old.
Y'all cookies and cream ice cream is at the bottom of the freezer next to mommy's. Mine's at the top.
Alright.
Do you hear me?
Alright. About an unresponsive 2-year-old, the arrest warrant said once in the apartment, paramedics began performing CPR on the girl before taking her to a nearby hospital, according to the warrant. While inside the apartment, police officers noticed the area was dirty and had a strong odor of marijuana. The arrest warrant said the officers also saw 2 pills on a desk with burnt marijuana, cigarettes, and a syringe for taking medicine on a coffee table. The warrant continued. When officers spoke to Michael Ray Reed, the 26-year-old said he came by the apartment to dog sit and that he and his daughter fell asleep on the couch. The warrant said Reed woke up to a private finding Nevaeh lying on the floor. He told the officers according to the warrant. Nevaeh was unconscious on the ground and exhibited labored breathing, the warrant said. Private 30 took place. She came back to the apartment around 8 or 9 p.m. after leaving Chili's. According to the arrest warrant, when Private entered the apartment, she found Nevaeh lying on the floor. Jamie states she found the injured child, picked her up, and she knew something was wrong because she was limp and her breathing was labored, the warrant said. When a detective with Mansfield Police interviewed Reed at the hospital, the father admitted to not calling one right away. Instead, Googling how to make a child throw up. According to the warrant, Reed told the detective he tried to stick his finger down the girl's throat to make her throw up. The warrant continued. Perfect told officers she wanted to call the police earlier, but Reed stopped her because she was scared he was going to lose his kids, the warrant said. Another man living in the apartment told police that Nevaeh came to his room around 8 p.m. with a pot of all over her. According to the arrest warrant, Reed also told to not call the police. The warrant continued. The man observed the injured child and knew that she was not okay due to her head just being bent backwards and limp, the one said. The group at one point even tried putting ice on the bear's face to wake her up, but it did not work, the warrant shows. While searching the apartment, police found a blue oxycodone pill 4 to 5 feet away from where Pavlik said she found the bear. According to the warrant, the pill tested positive for fentanyl. The warrant continued. In addition to the oxycodone pill, police found cash, white pills, a scale used for marijuana, plastic bags all over used to store marijuana, and a little gun on the kitchen cabinet, the restaurant said. Wallace, the Tyler's mother, said that she knew the bear was put on the earth to do wonder and make a change. Regardless if she's physically here or not, she is still going to do that. So here is the news video. This story reminds me of the story at the gym talked about the other, I believe it was Thursday.
Police have charged two suspects after the apparent death of a 2-year-old Mansfield girl from a fentanyl overdose. The accused, the 2-year-old's father and his sister, the child's aunt. Police reports say Michael Reed, the father, waited 2 hours before calling for help and that a pill near that toddler tested positive for fentanyl.
All right, closing thoughts. As I said before, the fact that you have children and you have that amount of drugs in your house, skills, guns, drugs, baggies, you're not thinking about the safety of your family. You're bringing a daily substance to your home, which is a drug that can kill anybody less than 30 minutes. And you're bringing that around innocent children. And the aunt who is your sister, first of all, the fact that she didn't even call the police 911 and said that these children were put in this position, that they were put in this type of danger, is beyond me. She should have called 911 in child protection services because these children were put in a horrible situation. And she couldn't have the power to take them out of the situation. And the fact that you sit there and go along with this person did this to these children. Both of them, both of them deserve life in prison because you didn't care about the well-being of these children. You killed a 2-year-old, caused the death of a 2-year-old due to using drugs like fentanyl, which is the number one deadliest drugs. So you gotta hold these people accountable. But I'll move on to our next story. Who else is a victim? Take family. So these next stories not gonna have next few stories not gonna have. Stepmother is charged. 3-year-old is found in motel with fatal blunt force trauma injuries. So the fact that you beat this child to death, and as the stepmother, you had a job to protect this child, and you did not do it. You took advantage of this child, beat this child, and used this child to get the benefits from this child. And you deserve life in prison because there's no way you should be around children if you're beating them, doing the worst. You shouldn't be around. 4-year-old boy dies from starvation, signs of abuse and neglect. Who would sit there and do a 4-year-old this type of way? A child can speak for themselves against the authority of the parents, and this is a prime example of why um, not everybody deserves to be parents. Uh, we allow people to be around children who shouldn't be around children, and we want our children in the position that they're put in because we allow it. The states allow it. Um, CPS allows it. So get these children out of these toxic and abusive homes and put them where someone will love them and be there for them. Baby boy with special needs is dragged by an ankle over 100 feet. So a female teacher assistant, drags the student down a hall. You know, the thing is this. You don't get paid to go to work and abuse children. Your job is to teach child not listening. It's what they handle. But it's not the way to handle it to physically abuse or torture or assault or manipulate children. It's just not what it is. And a lot of these teachers are in this position where they're getting these jobs just so they can be to do things against the children. And it's scary, but they're happening all around the world. They're happening in states, cities, countries. It's scary. And it's enough is enough. And people like us that need to speak up. Meth addict mom stabs son 16 times with a knife. How gruesome. Who does that? What kind of mother does that? You and a mother to stab your child 16 times. For what reason? That is gruesome, sick, manipulative, and it's just awful. Mom's boyfriend shot her and her baby to death and left the baby in the ditch. Left the body in the ditch. So, I just don't understand who does that. It's crazy. It's sad. It's awful. And a person like that needs life in prison. Georgia daycare teacher terminated after having an inappropriate relationship with a 10-year-old boy. Like, should not think nothing is wrong with the situation. You're texting a child and you a grown woman who are in the care of people's children, looking after them, and you're taking advantage of it, which is weird. Please, urge parents out there, do your homework before leaving your children with people that you know are not all right. You can see the signs. Substitute teacher gets jail time for having a relationship with a student. Trey Overtree gets 45 days, which he should have got prison time. Because what in the hell is 45 days? Or sugarcoat. He should have got more than 45 days in jail. He should have got prison time. Family sues Wendy's franchise owner after 11-year-old Espen Lamfers was hospitalized. So 11-year-old who went to Wendy's with family, ate the food. Food was uncooked. There's a lot of health hazards. And, that needs to be shut down. To run a business and get people sick like that, especially children, it's absurd. It's not right. They need to be shut down. And that's the bottom line. Well wishes to the victim. Mother of 10 is found dead in a trunk in Milwaukee. This story is horrible, gruesome, because to leave behind 10 children, 10, and the person who's responsible to take this mother away from the children, he needs the death penalty. Give those children and the family thoughts and prayers. Mother of Mother of one killed in Milwaukee on first day. On first day. So she chose to go on the first date with a man that she knew probably wasn't all there and trusted. You can trust everybody. You on a first date, know this person. Don't trust the person, by the way. It just don't work out. Fayetteville Walmart shooting. Adrian Jokes and Sandra Romero Nunez is arrested after a shooting at a Fayetteville mall, a Walmart, my fault. An 11-year-old girl was shot in the head, survived. A male was killed. The guns. Yes, we can blame the firearms. We can blame society. We need to start blaming the thugs who chose to do the shooting, to commit these type of crimes in your own community, to ruin and rob in your own community. You're not bringing nothing to the table of a revolution to change what's going on in the atmosphere in the community. So instead, to pick up a deadly weapon and use it because you think that it's cute to shoot up a Walmart is beyond sick. The children with the families, and they caught in a crossfire because of your bad decisions. Both deserve death or life. 66-year-old woman. She kills two children at a birthday party. She does drive reckless, drove straight to the building, carrying two children. Sad situation. Family is still devastated. Recent well wishes, condolences to the family and victims, and that suspect needs to get some time. She needs to get at least life. Um, Memphis Black Party shooting. It's a Black Party shooting, I believe. Let me see. There you go. 16 shot, 2 killed. These are high school students who are going to these gatherings, committing crimes, committing shootings, and yes, Preachy Tea Time. Shout out to her. She said it best in the situation. These parents needs to be charged because you're raising children who have no respect for themselves, no respect for their communities, but yet causing chaos, shooting up everything. Um, just saying, because these children were innocent, and there's going to be either one to two or multiple individuals who will now never see the light of day, and their worlds would be changed upside down because of this. So, I can also say two victims to the families. Um, Mother and two babies are found dead. I can also say this situation, family, everyone involved. So sad. The guns down. Put the weapons down. So need to get in check. My boyfriend sentenced to death for rape and murder of a girl. So this is an updated story about the girl out of happened out of I believe it happened out of Alabama, and you had mom's boyfriend selling the child for 2,500, and bad stuff happened, and child's no longer with us. Mom's boyfriend was charged with multiple charges, included 4 different capital murder charges, and was sentenced to death. And the mother is looking at 20 years in prison. Newborn baby Skylar is abandoned 19 years ago in trash out of happened in Phoenix um, a decade ago because you had a woman who was careless and never reported a crime, and she was eventually caught and trial. Our last story is couples accused of brutally raping a 7-year-old boy over 5 years. Angel and Michael Slattery is arrested. The fact that you take advantage of a child like this is horrible and may just be served. These two individuals should see life in prison. It's heinous and it's just gruesome. That is it for our Silver Children channel. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Notification bells on so you'll be notified every single time I drop a brand new video on my channel. Peace.